All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the press. In fact, I think this may be a record invitation of the press because we just gave you just a very short notice. It is also because the matters that we want to relay to you is of essence. And let me also add that this morning, the Council of Elders had their last meeting of the year. The last meeting before the elections. And there are issues that we cannot gloss over. So we are here today to address the nation, and we are very grateful for all of you who are here. Let me first, before I invite the Secretary to the Council of Elders, let me acknowledge the media houses who are taking this presser live. We are live on Radio Gold. We are live from Power FM, Ahoto FM, Accra FM, and we hope to be live on Joy News. So without much ado, I would call on the Secretary of the Council of Elders, Alhaji Huduyaya, to take over before the Chairman of the Council of Elders speaks. Let me also let all those who are listening to us from your various homes that we are coming to you not from the party office, because sometimes people rush there when they are press conference, but we are in the residence of the Chairman of the Council of Elders. Thank you. Alhaji.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, on behalf of the Council of Elders of the NDC, I thank you for responding to our invitation at such a short notice. Early today, we met to discuss pertinent issues relating to the December 7th elections, which is only a few days away. As party elders, we deem it appropriate to add our voices to the calls for peaceful elections. A few days ago, our presidential candidate, former President John Dramani Mahama, joined other contestants in signing a pact to work in the interest of peace. The antecedents of the NPP government, where elections are concerned, are nothing to write home about. The recent signing of a peace accord was a step in the right direction. However, it remains to be seen whether the government is genuinely committed to it. We keep reading and hearing of plans to cause mayhem and carry out atrocities similar to what happened in Ayawaso and Tachman in 2019 and in 2020 respectively. The NPP does not play by the rules. The current dismal state of affairs in Ghana and the clarion call for change throughout the country have heightened interest in the election and its likely outcome. The government is desperate. It knows it's on its way out. The days are numbered, but it's doing everything possible of concerns about commitment of the citizen. While the demand for change is nationwide, there are concerns about commitments of the Akufo-Addo NPP government to ensure a clear and fair election, free from intimidation and flagrant abuse of incumbency. For almost 8 years, the NPP government has fleeced and impoverished Ghanaians, stolen from the pensions of the aged, destroyed businesses, kept our roads in a deplorable state, and paid workers poorly with the excuse that the country is broke. Sadly, we see the NPP government repairing roads on the eve of the elections and found money to distribute to voters whom they have kept hungry and deprived for years. These are all insults to the intelligence of Ghanaians and flagrant abuse of the democratic process. We are sure Ghanaians will teach them a lesson on December 7th. None of us in politics should take Ghanaians for granted. The National Election Task Force, under the leadership of Ghana Police Service, has laid out plans to ensure a peaceful election. The NDC will abide by it because we are promoters of peace. We demand the government do desist from using vigilante groups and NPP foot soldiers in the guise of national security to foment trouble on the blind side of the Election Security Task Force. We urge the electorate to consider itself guardian or protector of the ballot they cast. We should remain alert, be on the lookout for troublemakers, and wherever possible, put them on record. We also urge the media to stay alert and assist the Election Security Task Force in implementing its plans for peaceful elections. We urge the Electoral Commission to set its act together if they are to ensure free, fair, and credible elections. It isn't easy for the public to accept its assurance for robust and frequent and transparent elections when, day in and day out, you hear and read of stories suggesting poor management on its part, the latest being the last-minute decision to reprint ballot papers for special voting in the western and eastern regions of Ghana. The mantra of the EC is that elections are won at the polling stations. While that is true, the EC must ensure the accuracy of the figures it totals and avoid what happened in the 2020 elections when percentages kept changing. The Council applauds the diligent work done by the party leadership in safeguarding the interests of the party and Ghanaian voters. Dealing with an electoral commission packed with known NPP stalwarts is daunting. We urge our team to continue to exercise vigilance as we approach the D-Day. We reassure party membership that all information received from them across the country is being taken seriously because we are taking no chances. We remind all polling agents representing the party at the polling stations on December 7 to demonstrate loyalty and commitment. We appreciate the time they have spent on training and preparation. They should feel proud of being part of the historic movement in our to oust this government that has inflicted such pain and hardship on Ghanaians. Their assignment as polling agents is a call to national duty to secure the future of the Ghanaian youth and usher in a new government that cares and has the interests of all its citizens at heart. The NDC party's 2024 campaign has been won like never before. The enthusiasm, personal initiative, volunteerism, and sacrifice spirit have been overwhelming. The Council salutes the rank and file for championing the party's cause and preparing the policies outlined in our unbeatable manifesto. What remains now is a total mobilization to ensure a high voter turnout. Let us not be complacent and think it is a done deal. Let us use the remaining days before voting day to intensify voter education, especially regarding how to thumbprint in the space provided on the ballot paper. We must stick to the strategies outlined by the Election Directorate to protect the vote and ensure speedy collation of results. We urge our members and supporters to remember that the price of success is external vigilance. We must all be foot soldiers on December 7th. We must all be out on the field, supporting and encouraging one another. Those who plan mischief should encounter our presence and resolve. Let us win the election for Ghana together. The 2024 election is indeed a battle for democracy and the rescue of our public institutions from the brink. This is a peculiar moment in our history. This is a call to save our republic. Enough of 8 years of impunity, corruption, greed, arrogance, and nepotism. No force can stand against the people's mind when they decide enough is enough. We urge Ghanaians to vote for a president who will restore honesty and service in our body politic. John Dramani Mahama is a reassuring personality with a passion for what works in the broader national interest. With John, success means lifting every Ghanaian. We salute our party's members, supporters, men, women, and youth. The energy and passion exhibited in the campaign have been very inspiring. Let us finish hard. We call on Ghanaians to get out early on December 7th to vote. Vote for President John Dramani Mahama and your NDC parliamentary candidate. Let us usher in a new Ghana. It is time to reset our country, Ghana.